back to my channel. I feel like we're always starting vlogs off in an Uber, but I feel like I'm always rushing to go somewhere. So you guys just saw me do my hair, and this unit is from Asteria Hair. Really lovely. You guys saw how long it was. I think I'm wearing 24 inches and it looks really long on me because I'm so short, but the hair is honestly beautiful and it honestly speaks for itself. I tried to do the Lagos hairline and I feel like it looks good, but I'm still getting used to it because I naturally have a widow's peak, but I'm not always seeing it. And I wasn't sure for the Lagos hairline if you're supposed to add baby hairs, but it just felt kind of bare. I don't know. I'm still gonna like play around with it because this is the first day and you know a hairstyle has to marinate. But overall, I really like the hair. The lace was easy to work with. This unit came pre-plucked and pre-bleached, so I literally took it out the package like that. I barely had to straighten it, you guys saw. And I've worked with Asteria hair before and they have good quality as well, and this is my best straight hair to date. I haven't tried that many straight units, so that's not saying much, but I'm gonna keep you guys updated. But you guys can see it's really full. The density and stuff will be on the screen as well, but I'm really liking this, and I'm excited since this is a frontal to try and do a lot more hairstyles with it. And right now we are on the way to Arden, a restaurant in West Hollywood. I've never been here before, but I needed to find a restaurant that fit this vibe because Opali wants like luxe candlelit dinner pictures for this dress I'm wearing. But we're actually meeting my friend for dinner. Her name is Lala. I don't remember if I was vlogging during the House of CV event, but you guys would have seen her then. But this is the first time that we're hanging out together solo. We've always been saying we wanted to hang out, but we've never gotten to. Just wanted to intro this vlog, and I'll see you guys when we get to dinner. Your outfit. Today's Wednesday, I think November 13th, and I am moving tomorrow. And I know by the title, you guys are probably wondering what that's about. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know. Whenever you can't find me on YouTube, you can for sure find me on Instagram or TikTok. This is honestly such a crazy story. So much is going on. Like, the past month has kind of been strange. It almost kind of feels like someone is doing like voodoo or juju on my mom's side of the family, because what just happened to me, my apartment flooded, sister went to the hospital, something happened to my mom, and then my brother was sick. And my brother's type of sickness, I probably have mentioned this before, but my younger brother has sickle cell, and the way that I even found out was just so scary. I had a dream, and you guys always know, like, when African parents are like, I had a dream, da da da, like, I always used to think, okay, but I honestly had a dream. It was like the night that my man was here. We were going to bed really late, and I had probably already fallen asleep on the couch. So by the time we got to bed, I was already really sleepy, and I was about to close my eyes, but I'm like, wait, I had a dream about my brother on Sunday. So this is Monday night that I'm thinking this. I should check on him. So the dream I had remembered was I was carrying him in my arms, and he was like smaller than usual. He was skinny, and I remember laying him on the bed. Like, it just didn't seem right. And when I woke up from that dream on Sunday, I was really worried. Monday morning, I was really worried. But I guess, like, you know when you have a dream and then it dissipates? Like, I had it in my head, and I was just like, that was kind of weird. And I thought my younger brother, is he 18 or 19 now? But he's like 6 foot tall. There's no way I can carry him. So, like, even that part of it was just so weird. It just reminded me of like when he was little, and I'm like, peace isn't little anymore. So Monday night when that happened, when I was trying to go to bed at 4 a.m. so this is technically like Tuesday morning at 4 a.m. I was like, peace. Like, I just was like, peace, let me check on him. I had that dream. I texted him at 4, it was like 4:11 or 4:14. I was like, hey, are you okay? And then I ended up sleeping. Why did I wake up? He had texted me 3 minutes later. Of course I missed it because I was sleeping. It was like literally 3 minutes later, no, I'm not, I'm sick, I haven't been able to sleep all night. When I read that in the morning, my heart was like, it literally dropped, because for me to have that dream and ask him that, and then like in that moment he wasn't like sleepy, so he was not fine in that moment when my chest was like boom. And when I had the dream, it turns out is when like the whole thing had started for him. So I don't know, like, I don't know, it's just crazy to me. Like, I was even gonna tell the story on TikTok, because I really feel like in an African household, the older sister, younger brother is kind of like a guardian angel almost kind of thing. I don't know if anyone else has experienced that. I don't know, I was just blown away. So like, I was taking care of that, and then that was at the beginning of the week, at the end of the week on Saturday. But I remember because that was me and my man's last day here in LA. So we went to a Friendsgiving, we came home, and he was making us a steak dinner. Where I am now, I'm not in my apartment, so it's the same layout though. So that's like how the kitchen is set up. Washer. I had put the laundry on too, so I was doing all my tasks. I had made the sides, I started the laundry, and I was just doing like little stuff while he was still cooking the steak. So then he notices like coming out from underneath the door, he was like, oh, I think the laundry machine's leaking. And that was plausible. I had just put laundry in like 20 minutes ago. I was like, oh my goodness, what? Like, let's turn it off. Let's turn off the washing machine. So we turn it off, and the water is still coming. And then I step back into my room. The room door is right next to this door over here. Is how my apartment is set up. The room door is right next to the laundry door. So I start to see water coming up underneath the floorboards in my room. And I'm like, oh my gosh, the laundry is leaking so much. Like, that's crazy. Is there even that much water in the washing machine? Why is it coming up underneath the floorboards? I was like, ew. Mind you, the water coming out was dirty. It was like stuff was in it. I was like, oh my gosh, no, we have to like call someone now, because now it's in my room. Like, that's so much. I had got towels and we put it down. I'm still thinking it's a leak from the laundry. Like, it can't be that much water. We'll just put towels down because it's the laundry machine. All of a sudden, I start hearing like rain. Like, mind you, I'm like, oh my gosh, go see, is it raining outside? Maybe like something's coming in. He looks, I think he said, yeah. Mind you, it's not raining outside. I was like, what is happening? And then I'm like, no way. I think I started hearing, I don't know, it just sounded like it was in the walls. I was like, no, this is not right. And then I came back to the laundry room and I start seeing water dripping from the ceiling. I was like, no, oh my gosh, I almost said his name. I was like, no, this is not from the laundry machine. I think it's coming from upstairs. My first thought was that someone upstairs in the unit above me like was in their bathtub or something and they left it running, and which also doesn't really seem plausible because these days the bathtubs have the built-in drain. Like, if the water gets too high, it won't like overflow. And I'm just thinking someone upstairs must have left something on. Oh my gosh, we have to call the front desk. So I grabbed my phone. Mind you, I'm like, because the water is coming out so much now, so I grabbed my phone. I'm starting to see the water coming out from the ceiling. I'm seeing it like dripping from the walls. I get my phone, I call downstairs. I was like, yeah, so I'm in unit 3 whatever, and I like there's water leaking from upstairs. I think something happened to the upstairs resident. Like, can you guys check on them or do something? Like, can we get someone to shut the water off? He was like, oh yeah, we already know, there's like a pipe burst on floor 5. I said, what? Okay, so are you guys getting emergency maintenance? Like, are you guys calling someone? He was like, yeah, we're getting someone to take care of it. Okay. I said, okay, you guys need to get on that fast, because if I'm on floor 3, that means the water already did its thing on 4 and it's coming down to my apartment. He did not seem like he was in a rush at all. So I'm like, okay, so at this point, the water is now coming in fast, and my anxiety is heightening because this is not normal. I'm like, there's something is not right. So me and him, we go, and I'm like, let's just go upstairs ourselves because nobody was coming. So we go to the 4th floor, and I hear the smoke alarm going off in their unit. Yeah, sorry, my camera just died. So I was kind of scared to approach that unit. Like, I didn't want him to knock on the door, because there were times I would be in my bed, and at like 6 a.m. I would like hear a child screaming like at the top of their lungs, things being dragged across the floor, and this. And I tried to ignore it for weeks. Like, it was like 2 weeks, and I was gonna send an email, but every time I forgot until they made noise, and then it just stopped. So I was like, okay, no need to complain now. But anyway, so we're knocking, where I think I call back down. I'm like, okay, so are you guys like calling anyone? Like, even the unit on 4, nobody's answering, So I go up to floor 5. It is chaos. Literally, as we got up the stairs, mind you, we're not taking the elevators because the smoke alarm was going off. Something had like shut the doors like in the hallway when they automatically close. Like, it's because something set it off. So we weren't using the elevators. When we get up to the 4th floor, the 5th floor, it is filled with steam, hot steam, and I can see like people in the hallway, and this girl's door is open. Yeah, and we just hear people panicking, like, oh my gosh. I'm like, what's going on? They're like, a pipe burst. Mind you, the girl's inside. I don't actually see the girl whose apartment is it yet. Like, this guy who's her neighbor, he was like, yeah, water's coming out. I was like, wait, what's going on? I called, and they said maintenance was supposed to be coming. He was like, no, it's been 40 minutes, they haven't been here. I was like, so what's gonna happen? They were like, well, okay, we're gonna call 911. I was like, yeah, you guys should, because on floor 3 it's soaking my apartment. And I forgot to say, when we left my apartment, opened the door to go out and see what was happening, the carpet, I'm gonna insert a video, the carpet in front of my door was soaked. That's how I knew this was a bigger issue, because it was starting to form a puddle out of my door. So yeah, so we came back down, and all I just see is like now it's like raining in my apartment by this time. Like,
oh look, the shit came out.
Like, man, we were only gone for like what, 5 to 10 minutes. So when we come back down, there's a huge puddle like in front of my door. Now I'm stepping on the the floorboards in my apartment and my like feet are sinking. At this point I'm like, okay, we need to take out my electronics. We're like, let's just grab everything we can grab. Like his suitcases were already packed kind of, so like we're pushing those out. I just tried to zip. Mind you, I usually feel like I'll be good in fight or flight. I feel like because I watch true crime, but also when you're an overthinker, you think about the bad things that can happen, and then you kind of like think about what you do in that situation. Like I wasn't like frantic and like screaming, but my hands were shaking. Like it was kind of like I didn't know what to do, as in I didn't know what to grab. So like after we grabbed my electronics and stuff, like I thank goodness like my MacBook was still in the box, which is crazy. Like I moved in and never set that up, which is a blessing in disguise because water was getting on my desk or whatever. But yeah, I grabbed the box my MacBook was in, my cameras, my laptop, every like electronic that was important to me. And then it was like, okay, what's next? And I think that's when my hands were shaking, because my concern was that the ceiling was going to fall. And because of so much water, like I don't know how much that could take, because of all the water that was on the ground. I'm like, up there must be crazy, like this could fall down. Yeah, so we're grabbing things. We grabbed, like, I started seeing water coming in my closet, so we just like ended up grabbing like the stack of dresses. Like we're just putting stuff, like packing a bag. I started grabbing papers off my desk, like stuff like that. But I was just like, I don't even know what to grab, because to be honest, everything can be replaced. But then I started like thinking like, what should I get that shouldn't get messed up? And it was like, if it was a fire, I wouldn't have grabbed anything, because I feel like water is a bit different, but like the ceiling falling on you is not good either. I was thinking this whole thing could come down. Mind you, it would have just been the drywall, which I'll explain later. But like in that scenario, I feel like I should have just grabbed the electronics and left. But in a fire, I would never grab anything. Fire is so much different from water. Like here in water can like still drown you and stuff, but like a fire in a building, don't grab anything. Yeah, so at this time, taking forever, I go back upstairs and I finally see the fire department like in their upstairs on floor 5. I'm like, well, the water is literally coming into my unit. I see the building manager. He's like, okay, well, I have to take care of 5 first, because they have to stop it from up before they can come down. And they had opened the door to the fourth floor, and I had seen that their ceiling had come down. I'm going to insert a picture. Their ceiling came down, and it makes sense now that no one opened the door, because that's actually one of the Airbnb units in this building, which makes sense why. Remember how I said I used to hear like the upstairs neighbors a lot, and then it just stopped? They were just like a corporate stay guest, and I was like, well, that's good for them. But yeah, so the fire department came. They like pushed the water out of 5. They finally turned it off. Mind you, they had a maintenance guy right next to her that was staying in the unit right next to hers, but I don't know if his phone wasn't on or what, but they just took way too long to shut the water off, and it caused so much damage. From 543 apartments messed up. And again, like it wasn't, I don't know if I explained that, but were the apartments all in the same stack? And I guess because mine was the last unit above the parking garage, which I didn't know until that day, that's why the water pooled, because no one else's water like pooled in like the hallway, only like mine did. And I feel like, I don't know if my floors got the most damage because the water was just sitting underneath there. But crazy, like after I was walking on the top, I was like, there's no way I can be in this apartment, like there's no way. And it didn't really feel real. Like I was kind of like in disbelief. I remember I was laughing with my man or whatever, and then also because his flight was in the morning, he was trying to change his flight, like because even though he had like to get back to work and stuff like on Monday and stuff, he just didn't want to leave me like in that stress. So we were out in the hallway till about maybe like 3, almost 4 a.m. and they finally placed us in one of the Airbnb units. And then the lights in my unit even cut out. That didn't happen in anyone else's. So We went to the Airbnb unit, and basically I had to wait till Monday. That happened Saturday. So Monday I had my meeting with the regional manager. She came and talked to me and the building manager. So basically I put the story on my close friends like, oh yeah, I hope they upgrade me to like a 2-bedroom because of this, and then it would be a blessing in disguise, because I was renting out a room in that apartment and I hadn't set up my custom closet yet, which I feel like is a big reason why. But I don't know, stuff was just getting cluttered because I had all this PR coming in, more packages coming in, and not enough stuff going out. But I was like, of course, like it's been a huge inconvenience, and I think I wasn't really, anyway. So that Monday I met with them, and she was basically saying like, oh, she wished they could do something but they can't really do anything, is basically the consensus of her story. She was nice, and my building manager is really nice, but it was kind of like she was pushing the fact that because they let me stay in this Airbnb unit, like that's them already like extending a helping hand. She was like, and because I asked her like, okay, so now what, do I like still pay rent? Like I don't have my apartment. She was like, well, we did give you a place to stay. Mind you, they're not legally obligated to do that. In my head I'm like, I didn't say anything. But I think when she said that, I think I actually started to cry. And like I just tears started coming down. She was like, oh, I wish we could do more, da, 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 da. And I'm just like, so what am I supposed to do now? And now here in comes the rental insurance thing, which is what I was talking to you guys about on Instagram on Sunday. So this building, we signed something that was kind of like a rental insurance like liability thing, and we pay $12 a month for it. So I'm thinking that's like rentals insurance up to a certain amount, but come to find out it's only for the property. So it's more so like if I damage something in here, like because like if I mess up the dishwasher or something that like they cover it up to $100,000, but it does not cover personal property. It covers the apartment. So without that, I am out of a loss. Like I'm at a loss for like the things that got messed up by the water. Mind you, this was not clean water falling down. I will take a picture of what the water, like it was brown. And the biggest thing in the apartment, like they were kind of on it ASAP though, like it was mold, which is what you guys were telling me like in my stories and stuff. Like mind you, a lot of people were saying that this has happened to them like in California, like, oh, a pipe burst in my building, this what happened in this building. Apparently Tierra Walker, I think they said that's what happened in her apartment. I'm not sure, but like someone told me that as well. I don't know if this is a Cali thing or what. Like I'm sure it happens in all states, but like the amount of people in Cali that were saying like a pipe burst, crazy. So from now on, I know to have my own rental insurance, which I knew before. This is not my first time staying in an apartment, but every apartment I've gone to requires it. So I thought that was like the requirement, but you need your own supplemental one here. So I've always had my own rentals insurance. Back to the meeting. So yeah, she was basically telling me they can't do anything. I'm like, okay, so what about a new apartment? Like she was saying like, oh, we basically just are required to put your unit back together within a reasonable amount of time. I said, well, I don't want to stay in that apartment anymore. Mind you, no, regardless of the fact that like mold could be in the walls, which is what I was telling you they were handling really quickly, it's just not the same. When a disaster like that happens, it doesn't really feel like home anymore. Like as soon as I started putting my stuff in the hallway, see, like it doesn't feel like home anymore. Especially now when I tell you guys like the way it looks now and how I've seen it. But yeah, she was saying they can't do anything, no compensation or anything. I was like, okay, what about helping me move to a new unit? She was like, no, we're not allowed to hire movers. And she was like, we're technically not allowed to transfer you, but like in this case, like I can waive the transfer fee. Mind you, she was saying technically to make it seem like she's doing more for me, which she is indeed helping me. I appreciated that, but just the way she was saying it was kind of like, like she was saying, and also I would be transferring to a similar unit. So she was like, technically we only allow transfers up as well, like you can't have it at the same price or da da da. And I was like, okay, what about a rent concession? Like if you can't subsidize the rent, it was everything no no no, basically saying they can't do anything. And I think it was after that, like when I said, she said they can't do anything, when I started to cry or whatever. And then like at the end of that conversation, she was just like, yeah, I'd love to help you set up, I mean like give you like a Visa gift card to use for groceries that you could use for anything basically. And that's how I left that meeting. And it wasn't until nighttime that I got sad, because like obviously my man is gone now, and then now it was just starting to hit me. Yeah, so I think the part that I was at was basically, so everything started to hit me on Monday night. That's when I was like, that's when I was crying. That's when I was like, oh, this is like such a big inconvenience. Like if I don't like make the most out of this, it's gonna feel like all for nothing, especially because they were trying to say that they need to just fix up my unit and put me back in the same unit. But I was definitely not wanting that. So I was like, let me see if, I remember asking like if I can break my lease, and they said they would allow that as well. So now I'm like, maybe this is a sign to just leave this building and find something bigger for like the same price or whatever. So my budget was under 4K, and I found some places that I like 2, but after parking and all this kind of things, it would kind of be up to like $5,000 or something like that. And my man was like, I don't really know if you should jump like a bracket like that, like you should be making more money to be able to afford that. And I don't really necessarily think, I mean, in a way, more money would be good, yes, because it's more cushion. But I also think I would need, like, to make that jump, I'd have to have management, and I would need, I have like, I don't know, I just felt like maybe I should just keep stacking right now, keep investing, and then maybe revisit that 6 months later. So I looked at all the places, nothing was really working. Opus LA or Us LA, like that was a nice one in Koreatown, but the way the high-rise looked didn't really do it for me. Like every time I would come back to this apartment that I live in now, it would just feel like the finishings in here like were really really nice. And I know why I picked this place. Like the amenities are great. Like we have a pool, we have sauna, steam room, we have a basketball court, residence lounge, lobby, we have a theater room, a co-working space, like we have a parking, like we have a lot of stuff, and it's in a good location. So everything wasn't really beating this. And yes, there would be more space, but the aesthetic of the inside didn't really like match up. And then I found this townhouse to this realtor sent it to me, a really nice townhouse. I will link it down below, and the realtor's Instagram if you guys want to like look at it. But really really nice for 3,800, 1420 square feet, which is insane. And I really like the aesthetic. This place would have been perfect if it was a little bit closer or like more west, because it was, I don't know, like Chinatown, like on the edge of Chinatown, Echo Park, like it was just kind of like sit back in the middle of nowhere. I'm gonna show like the street how it looked. It would have just been like, I would have been like the only person of my like kind, like my age, my the people I would hang out with, like no one around would kind of be like me. And I don't really necessarily feel like that's a good thing as like a single person living alone. I feel like I could do that place in a couple, but as a single small black woman, absolutely not. And another thing for me was there was no, like not to be shady or anything, no nice cars in that area. So my car would have been the only nice car. It didn't make sense. So I don't want to say unfortunately, but now I am staying at my apartment building. I decided to go with the 1-bedroom den, similar floor plan, but it's a little bit bigger than what I had, but the floor plan is a lot better. It's on the opposite end of the building, so it's facing west. And I did find out through all these searches that if you want sun in your unit, like the sunrise, and if you want sun for most of the day, you should get an apartment that's facing west or south or southwest. It's better for light. So now I do have, I will sign the lease later today, but I do have a new apartment that's facing west, so I will be getting more natural light. It is a little bit bigger than I had. The layout is nicer. It turns out like that everything that I needed, the building manager that I said was nice, not the regional manager, he has actually ended up helping me kind of like with everything. So he was always like, they've been adamant on like they can't really do much, but every time he says he can't do something, in that next sentence he's like, okay, let me see if I can figure it out. I don't know if it's God talking through him or what, because I kid you not, every time he says, oh, I don't think we can do this, he's like, okay, well, I'll see, maybe I can ask my guys to do this for you, this for you, this for you. So what I was worried about was having to move my stuff. Thankfully, Roadway had said they would like kind of help too, but then a move down the hall, like I'm sure they could do that as well, but doing it house, it would probably be easier. So in my apartment, I didn't even tell you guys, they ended up tearing up the floors. They had to remove the whole ceiling, and there were humidifiers and dryers in there nonstop since like the next day after it happened, because mold grows quickly and they were trying to dry the whole unit out. So when I say like they had to put tarps all over my stuff and things like that, and then when they had to remove the baseboards, they had to literally uproot all my stuff, push it to one side, and then I think the guy next to me moved out, so they ended up putting my stuff in that unit. Like it was just so much. So they dismantled my bed, bagged up my clothes, like put it, like it's like all my stuff is kind of chaotic. So now what he's doing to help me, he said that he's gonna hire movers, like laborers, like day laborers, to help me move like my larger stuff over there. The maintenance team will be putting back like my bed together. I even said, okay, so what about the TVs and stuff? He's like, we can't really unmount those and stuff because of like legal reasons. But then he said the supervisor, which is like allowed to do that, he's away on break, but if I wanted, I could get him to help me with my TVs next Wednesday. So it's like, you see what I'm saying? Like everything he said that they couldn't help me with, especially that like paying for like mover stuff and things, because I was thinking to myself, how am I supposed to move a whole apartment by myself? I had a whole moving team when I came here, and everything that was on the wall I paid a task rabbit guy to do. So just hearing him say like all, like he basically knocked down everything that they couldn't do for me, and then like they did it. And then they also are going to clean my rugs that were on the ground. Like they had rug cleaners, so they did that, because like everything I brought up that was an issue, he was willing to help me with it, which I really appreciate. Like signed just for the remainder of my lease, but I did like 10 months instead of just, because I was gonna end it in July, but all my friends were like, moving in the summertime is not really that cost effective and it's gonna be busy, so I set it to end I think in August. But what was I about to say? Yeah, so basically the past week and a half, like that's what I was doing, like going on so many different apartment tours and trying to figure out what's the next step. Like I was staying updated with him. It was just so much like behind the scenes stuff, and it's kind of like, okay, I did all that to stay in the same building, but I really do kind of know like where stuff is in LA now, and if I do want to move to like a pricier place, like stuff that I need to have in order to do stuff like tax returns, and make sure that like, because I'm an influencer, make sure that my money is depositing into my account monthly in case I want to go. So I will kind of say that this whole thing has worked out in the sense that now I have a better apartment, and like it's still in the same building, I'm still comfortable here, but now I'm gonna prioritize getting my custom closet made first in that den so that I can have space for everything. Actually, now we're gonna go downstairs and I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like and the way my stuff is. Mary is here. She was stopping by and I told her I was moving tomorrow, and she said she can help me move some stuff. So we're just gonna move like my kitchen because that's not packed up, and then I'll put like some stuff in boxes for the movers to take over there. I'm trying to do as little as possible, especially because he's hired people. Like I'm not gonna move what I don't have to. So I'm gonna like show you guys what it looks like downstairs either now or maybe tomorrow. I mean, I might as well just show you guys what it looks like now before we get to like cleaning and stuff. Huh? Yeah, yeah. Hey guys, it is the next day. Today is Friday, November 15th, and we are on our way to the Sabrina Carpenter concert with Revolve. And yesterday, like I told you guys, was moving day. I don't really vlog moving day because it was a lot. I remember I told you guys my stuff was in like 3 different apartments. It would have just been too much to vlog, but the laborers and the maintenance team helped me move everything into my place. And then Mary came by later on and she was like helping me organize the kitchen. But I wanted to prioritize building my pack system wardrobe because I feel like that was the problem when I was in my last place. I never built up my den in the extra closet space, so I had nowhere to put my clothes. So yesterday me and Mary worked on it a little bit, and then we kind of mapped it out, and I settled on the beige color. And then today my friend Clemens came over to help me and we finished it up. I finally purchased the pack system not too long ago, and then I give myself a round of applause because like that literally took so long. It came up to about like $2,000, but I think that's like the price range that everyone was around, like $1,500 to $2,000, because like after taxes and stuff, like it gets all the way up to $1,900. But I'm super excited. It's gonna come on Tuesday, and then I already hired the TaskRabbit guy to come on Tuesday night as well, because I just want it all done so that I can like get everything out of the way. And I feel like today was super busy. I couldn't vlog because I had a few meetings this morning, and I have 2 brand partnerships that I have to get done by the middle of next week because they were running on a time crunch. And I did tell them about my situation, and they were like, we're willing to work with you. And these are 2, I mean, I can talk about the partnerships, Sam's Club and Pandora, and I'm like, those are 2 really big brands, and I'm ready to get back to work. My place is not ready for work, but I personally am ready to get back to work. But I'm like, I'll do it. This is like me heading in the right direction. I'm trying to learn discipline as well, so that's what's new with me. I wish I could have been like actually vlogging more, but at least you guys are like being updated on what I'm doing. But I'm like, let me at least pick up my camera for this concert. I'm super grateful to be going. I actually love Sabrina Carpenter's music. I'm familiar with a few of her songs, and my outfit is super cute. I wanted to be really girly. You guys can't tell, but I'm wearing a bow. I'll try and show you guys when we get out. She dresses really girly. And if you guys have been following me for a year now, last year we went to a concert with Revolve and we saw Beyonce. So this will be my 2nd time going to a concert with Revolve. So I'm super grateful. I'm so happy that they decided to invite me out. I don't know what the criteria for that is, but I'm happy. And the Crypto Arena is where we're going to, and I think that's in downtown, so it's about 40 minutes from me. I think maybe we're like 25 minutes away now, so I'm gonna be getting there at like 7:10, and the concert starts at 7, which is not good. But guys, I don't even want to talk about the getting ready process today because moving and doing all this is a lot. But I didn't, to be honest, I shouldn't have. Anyways, I'll see you guys when we get to the concert.
Shiny lights and purple sky, everything's so bright. 기다려왔어 지금이야. Turn off your phone and off your mind. Look at you so bright. 멈출 수 없어 지금이야. Oh, I'll take you to the moon.
Okay guys, so we made it to the concert. Let me just give you a preview of my outfit before we go in, because it's probably dark in there. So cute. Ready to see Sabrina. are back from the Sabrina Carpenter concert and it was so much fun. Excuse me if I look sleepy or my eyes look droopy. It is because I am, but that was a really great time. I actually listened to her music like I told you guys earlier, so I was singing along to the tracks. I got some really cute pictures. What?
Are you vlogging right now?
I'm not cutting this out. I was singing along to the tracks. I got some really cute pictures as well. All her outfits were so stunning. And oh my goodness, Christina freaking Aguilera. Mind you, I think I kind of knew that was going to happen because I went to the bathroom and the ladies were like, oh, she's going to bring out a special guest. Like, people have been saying it's probably Christina. And it was literally so nostalgic. Like, that was such a great concert. I feel like I'm usually like ready to go at concerts, and I was very much content and relaxed. That was enjoyable. Thank you so much to Revolve. Oh, I don't think you guys got to see my bow yet.
Did they give you sweet seats?
Huh? Yes, we were in the suite. We were in the high lounge. Can you guys see? So cute. Literally so cute. This outfit is so cute. All Revolve. I don't think you guys have seen my stockings. I don't remember where they're from. The shoes are from Steve Madden, and this is a jacket and pants set. I kind of felt like
I styled you.
No, you didn't. I kind of felt like the tights, like I hate that the demarcation in the tights were showing, but they're just so short. The shorts are just so short that was just gonna happen. I think I need to get more tights because black would have went good with this too, but I wanted to try something different with the brown, but it was super cute. Anyways, I was supposed to take you guys with me to a wellness morning tomorrow, Saturday, but my friend Lala, who I was gonna bring with me, she just said it's an hour away. I never looked up the address. It's in Tustin, California. I've never heard of that place before, so baby, what?
That's what you.
Huh?
Oh hell.
It's in Tustin, California. I don't know where that is, and an hour is a bit much because an hour I could do it, but then with traffic tomorrow it's probably going to be an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I don't want to get stuck in Tustin. I don't know where Tustin is, but it was going to be such a cute event, and now I'm not gonna go. Well, I'm gonna sleep in. Anyways, guys, good night. I'm probably gonna see you guys maybe Sunday then. I don't know, hopefully when my apartment is looking a bit better. Yeah, but good night for now. We are now in my room. It is literally in shambles. Mary was here yesterday and we finished moving a bunch of stuff from my old place. Today, hold on, I forgot to videotape the stuff in the Airbnb.
Oh, this is so cute. This is cute.
Yeah, so literally there's so much stuff everywhere. So much stuff everywhere, but we've been trying to place it.
Don't go, Avery.
Is she leaving? We have been like moving for the past 3 hours, and it's gonna be too much for me to vlog, guys, because I was just bringing down my stuff from the Airbnb and we were pulling the wagon. And guess who we freaking saw?
Greg Sulkin. Everybody knows that name. You have to know that name.
Mind you, I saw his face, but I just like kept mute because I don't want to make the scene hot. Mind you, me and Anna, we were literally just singing, like before it happened, we were just singing Disney Channel songs, literally jumping up and down and packing with my stuff, literally a whole Disney Channel playlist. And then we moved the wagon outside, went to the elevator, we saw it.
Did you know it was him off the bat?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I knew it was him. And Anna, she's from London. So we were speaking to each other and he asked her if she was English.
I actually forgot. I forgot to say, I was just like, I forgot to ask him where he's from.
Yeah, because then he asked her where is she from in London, and she was like South London. I don't know anything about that.
I should have just went into detail specifically.
And then he asked me where I'm from. Mind you, I was trying not to look at him, so I looked at him and I think my mouth was kind of open, and so Anna answered for me.
This girl said nothing. I said she's from America. That's how
yeah, because I literally was like, because I was seriously about to say, we watch your shows, aren't you on Disney Channel?
He just looks so good in person. I don't even know how to describe it.
So like, look at his face. This picture I'm about to put on, I'm gonna put him up on the screen. He looks just like this.
Exactly. And his pinks are, wow, his pinks.
Did he ever play a werewolf in something?
Yes, in what was the Waverly Place? He
was a werewolf. I was gonna say he has the face for it, like right? Very.
But usually they make them tan.
The werewolves?
Like, yeah.
Life in I mean, life anywhere is so random, but definitely LA, you see a lot of people. Like you see a lot of people right now. Literally guys, look at how what it looks like in here. I'll have to show you guys the layout of this place like when it's all done, but we're sorting through clothes to give away. Yeah, the living room is not too bad. Me and Mary got rid of a lot of boxes. I don't know if I showed you guys when it was full. And I'm giving her the couch and she just wants to try it out so bad. I don't know why. But in here, you guys saw when me and Clemence mapped out the what's that gonna be, my new custom closet, and I already booked the guy to come. He's coming on Tuesday. It's getting delivered Tuesday. I booked the tax driver guy for Tuesday. I just want it done, and then that way I can start putting stuff in there because there will be so many drawers. I'll have like place for miscellaneous, and then I can even sort through it later. I just need all this stuff up off the floor. Like, I cannot treat this apartment like the last. Everything has to be organized.
Tell her. Everybody tell her in the comments.
Everybody tell me in the comments. But guys, I'm gonna end the vlog here because I was gonna end it in bed, but like I just need some time to myself. I don't even want to think about vlogging. I literally have just been editing vlogs back to back. Like, I just posted another one today, which is good. So now I posted 3 YouTube videos in the span of like 5 days, maybe something like that. Yeah, so I'm gonna close this vlog out. Moving along. If you guys have any questions, I don't freaking know. Also, guess what I freaking found out? My TV is kind of ruined. Like, I saw it like having like static that runs through it, and I don't know if it was the water. And like I said guys, like I didn't have renter's insurance, so I might have to get a new TV, but it's not that bad. But it's like, it's a 75-inch TV. Like, I can notice it. I don't like it, but we'll see. Anyways guys, thanks for watching this video. The vlog was probably short, I know, but this was just to keep you guys updated. Next vlog, maybe I'll do Art Basel. I am going to Houston, but I'll be with family. I don't think I'll vlog. Yeah, I think I'll wait till December to start vlogging again. I will probably vlog when I go to Miami, but you guys will be all caught up, I think. And if you're seeing this, make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok because I will be active there. But I love you guys so much. Bye. Thanks for watching this video.